going to be a video, an update video to my V-Line Signal lantern, or lamp as it's called. I got this a few months ago now off eBay for a sensible price. It was on the bidding one. No one else bidded on it, so I won. I got it for a sensible price. When I got it, the handle was corroded and it's in kind of seared here. I did paint it, but it looks like the paint I used didn't react properly. So I wanted to get some 2-pack spray paint in dark green. It's used for vehicles, and I might give it another coat of paint, again in the same colour. And what I might do is strip this down with paint stripper and repaint the whole thing, because it didn't really react properly. The old V-Line paint was on this thing. It's a 1980s to 1990s lamp. They were kept in service until the 2000s, and some places still have them today, like South Geelong has them. Still has one still in use, but it's the VR version. R707 has one of these in their cab. I featured that in a video, and I'll put that into the video now so you can see it. The old 7. The lamp has a toggle switch on the top. It turns on and off the lamp. And it has a spindle handle. It spins the lenses. It has the pull back lever to release the bottom of this. You pull that back, and it comes off. Has the original light telling you what bulb to use. No other type of a bulb, but the bulb it's supposed to be using here doesn't really work. Can't really get any more, so I just use an LEDs you can buy nowadays. It runs off a 6-volt battery, as you can see. That's the original holder that holds the battery in place. The battery goes in there. Paint didn't go inside by mistake, but lucky enough didn't do the contacts. In this thing has little holders for lamps. The lamp disc pulls out, and I'll show you how it goes in. If you hope I can get some camera. And it's like that into the holder. It holds 3 lamps. This thing, 2 in the side and 1 in the lamp holder. Like I just mentioned that before, you're supposed to use 5 to 6 volt incandescent lamps. They don't do them anymore in civilian bookstores. They only get them on the railway, so I just found a substitute for that. You can buy these LED bulbs offline, and then get them in a bulk pack off eBay. These are especially made for lanterns like this. So, it has a screw base. It's an LED. It runs off 6 volts because it runs off a 6-volt battery. You can make yourself homemade rechargeable 6-volt batteries for lanterns. I have done that. You might have seen a video on my channel where I featured that. To get it's got original initials on the base, so I didn't paint that bit. To get the lamp back together, you've got to put the plastic lens. And I'm pretty sure this is actually an afterthought by V-Line, because it would have just had the glass lens. I think they may have put a plastic one to stop it from getting shattered all the time. And I think it would have been like that because if you had this line side, but they commonly use this line side as well when you're doing work on the line, it's like the size of a train. It goes straight through that and break the lens. And I know ring up Jake later on and asked me to actually sell 5-volt light bulbs for lanterns, because it would be called incandescent bulbs for these. Because when I featured when Trevor was driving R707, I think it had an incandescent bulb, and I featured exactly what this is. And this lamp design actually went into the movies. Not my lamp, obviously, but the lamp design like this went into the movies recently. I had a similar design of lamp in a movie recently. When the Super Mario Brothers movie came out, they had a similar shaped lamp in the movie, what was designed on the old V-Line lanterns. The copy for this design was called the copy design, but it was a yellow lamp. There's a toggle switch on the top, I think. Like that. But it wouldn't have the twist thing for switching the lenses. But these lamps were used up to current day world, but they're mainly having it. They do have LED variants of these now, but shunters use these, especially shunting lamps. But they were used as signal lamps. So you had a breakdown. You put this in front of your train, or at the rear in front of your train, or if you had an end of train marker failure, you could have this on red. And I've got that. I think it's a red. No, it's on red like that. You have this at the back of the window. I could say I've lost your NSEC cars. I did oil this up because that was a bit stiff when I got it. I did oil it a bit, got it all loosened up. The thing to repair the wires is you have to drill out these pop rivets here to get to where all the wiring is to do the work on the wiring. But lucky enough I didn't have to do any wiring. What's actually lucky is I would have had to drill those out and then put new pop rivets I didn't want to have to do. I will ring Bunnings up shortly after this video and see if they do the 2-pack spray paint thing green, dark green for this. I'm going to buy some of that next time. And do it. The perfect torch, you want to walk around in the dark, it does work for that. But when I'm walking home from South during the night time, I took this with me so I could see my way back here in the night time. But this is my old Vline Signal lamp.